Hello everyone, my name is Ya Zuo and I am from University of Washington College of Education. Today I'll be presenting my research on the role of music therapy in enhancing social, emotional, and cognitive development in children with autism spectrum disorder, also known as ASD. The content that I will go over today is introduction, music therapy basics, therapeutic effects, family impact, and conclusion. So, autism spectrum disorder is a developmental condition defined by persistent challenges in social communication, as well as restricted or repetitive behaviors. These symptoms usually appear early in childhood and can vary greatly in severity. Children with autism often struggle with emotional regulation, forming relationships, and developing cognitive skills at the expected pace. As the prevalence of autism continues to rise, there's an urgent need for effective, inclusive, and engaging intervention, especially ones that support the child as well as their families. So that leads to what is music therapy? Music therapy is a clinical evidence-based practice that uses music to help individuals achieve emotional, social, and cognitive goals. It involves activities like listening to music, playing instrument, singing, and improvising with guidance from a trained therapist. For children with AIC, many of whom are nonverbal or have difficulty expressing themselves, music therapy provides a non-threatening creative outlet for communication and engagement. And in this research, I use a literature review approach. That means rather than conducting new experiments, I examine and synthesize findings from existing academic studies on music therapy and autism. I search themes and patterns across a wide range of peer-reviewed sources. These include systematic reviews, randomized control trials like the Time A study, and various case studies and narrative reports. And the overall goal was to evaluate how effective music therapy is in supporting children with autism spectrum disorder and to understand how it benefits both child and their family. So, how music therapy works for autism? Music activates several regions of the brain at once, especially those responsible for emotion, communication, and sensory processing. For children on the spectrum, this kind of multisensory engagement helps strengthen emotional regulation and social connection. A key concept in therapy is musical attunement, where the therapist mirrors and responds to the child's musical cues. This helps foster trust and emotional reciprocity, laying a strong foundation for developmental growth. So, for social and communication benefits for autism, children with autism, social skills are one of the most challenging areas for children with ASD, and music therapy has shown great promise here. It encourages turn-taking, eye contact, and shared attention, all foundation elements of the social interaction with others. Music sessions often use improvisational, allowing children to express themselves freely while building meaningful interactions with therapists and peers. Unlike traditional settings, music therapy is flexible and playful, helping children feel safe and confident. And what is its impact on families? One of the most powerful aspects of music therapy is how it includes and empowers families. Parents who participate in sessions report stronger emotional bonds with their children and a better understanding of their needs. Therapists also teach simple strategies like music prompts or musical routines that parents can use at home. This intends extends the therapeutic benefits beyond the clinic and brings developmental progress into everyday family life. And it has benefits for emotional and behavioral. Children with autism often experience intense emotions and behavioral challenges. Music therapy provides a structured and calming environment, which helps reduce anxiety, aggression, and hyperactivity. It also encourages positive emotional expression. As children become more comfortable with musical interaction, they begin to self-regulate and shift from repetitive behaviors toward more goal-directed actions. This enhances their overall well-being. Music therapy does more than support emotions. It also builds cognitive skills like attention, memory, and problem solving. Activities like music imitation or groups music games build coordination and executive function. Programs like ORF Music Therapy have shown particular success in improving both fine motor skills and collaborative participation. These gains prepare children to engage more effectively in school and other structured environments. In conclusion, music therapy is a holistic intervention that supports the emotional, social, and cognitive development of children with autism. And it is a flexible, engaging, and family-centered approach that meets children where they are. However, more long-term studies are needed to understand how lasting these improvements are. Future studies should also include more diverse population and explore interdisciplinary models as the field grows. Music therapy continues to offer a promising path toward growth and connection for children and families affected by autism. And very lastly, this is my reference. You can scan the QR code to see the full reference list. And thank you so much for listening. This is the end of my video presentation.